It's the Corona Cero post show here at the VIVO Rio Pro, presented by Corona Cero. 0% ABV, 100% natural ingredients. And we got some surf fans on the beach here in Saquarema. It was a big final day of competition. We saw some outstanding surfing. Really, really good action. And hey, welcome to the Corona Cero post show. Jesse Mendez, Mitchell Salazar. He's got a nice smile. I'm Kuiper Guerrero. Mitch, you said that was one of the best finals ever in Brazil. Do you still stand by that statement?
100%. I mean, Houshmand against Griffin Colapinto, excellent scores on each one of their halves. I mean, we talk about something epic between two of the best friends on tour. We saw it go down right now, Kipes.
Pretty good surfing on the men's side. On the women's side, we saw Molly Picklum with her first win of the season, Jesse.
I mean, she's been solid all year long. She kind of saw the door open right there. All the top 5 surfers losing early in the event. And, you know, that's what the best ones in the game do. As soon as they have the opportunity, they take it.
Yeah, she saw that, exactly that opportunity, because we saw decimation for the women in the elimination round. And now Molly Picklum, she's going to have to find some stuff to match with yellow for J-Bay stop number 10.
That's not a bad problem to have, let's put it this way.
I'd be down for that, too. I mean, match me up in yellow. But unfortunately, you know, for us, there's only one person that can be a world champion at the end of the year. And there's still a lot of people involved. But fortunately for Molly, coming off of her first victory outside of Hawaii, big moment for her, Kaipo.
Big, big moment, and taking advantage of that opportunity. Taking a look at our men's bracket and the road for Cole Houshmand. Had to start off this morning with a pretty close heat, Mitchell, against Jake Marshall.
Yeah, no, all California battle right there, but an incredible road to the final. As you can see, Miguel Pupo in the semis defeats his best friend, Griffin Colapinto in the final. What a great event going into the very last day of the period, too, Kipes.
Let's take a look at it, Jesse, and how it worked out for the big man. 8 foot, 500 pounds of Cole. Not that big, but he's a big unit, isn't he?
Almost. That's what it looks like when he's surfing on top of the board. Just the amount of water displayed, it's always impressive. But early morning, a little bit of water still on the bank, so the wave was a little bit trickier to ride, but he was able to find those right-handers right there. I think, if I'm not mistaken, got a 7.83 against Jake Marshall, and that's what made the difference in that heat.
Yeah, that's what turned the heat. Semi-final. Hey, a couple of goofy foots out there, Mitchell, but Cole took it to the house.
Yeah, no, and not only was he on point with his wave selection, post-cut, it just seems like he's having a ton of fun, guys. He's smiling every time, dropping excellent scores, and, of course, matching power with power out here at Sacktown, Kipes.
This is why you cross-train. Not only do you surf hard, but this guy trains hard, and you can see how quick he is, how agile he is, how powerful he is.
Yeah, it's so impressive. Like, he can mix it up, the explosiveness with the power that he carries, and it's a good match.
The final, a rematch from the 2024 Bells Beach final up against good friend Griffin Colapinto, but Houshmand got his good friend once again.
Yeah, and drops the highest score of the event in the process right here, 9.4 on this one. For a dude that big, it shouldn't seem like he should be that agile, but fortunately for us, Jess, he is.
Yeah, and you got to peak when it's time to peak. You don't want to, you know, start like doing too well in the beginning, and he just kept the composure throughout the whole time and just saved the best for last. Because for me, that's my personal favorite turn that he's done so far in the event. And that was in his last best score.
Yeah, you train, and that's why you work on your flexibility, your quick muscle twitches, and paid off for second year, the sophomore on the championship tour, already with 2 CT wins.
Yeah, and it's almost better that he's still flying under the radar, making a push for the Lexus WSL Finals, Kaipo. And as of right now, a member of the top 10 is the surfer from San Clemente, our champion, Cole Houshmand.
Yeah, I like what I'm seeing. That was an inspirational surfing. Anybody who's a goofy foot in the world can draw inspiration from that. Look at the numbers, 9.4, 7.5.
Nearly 17 points, and props to Griffin, too. Close to 15 points right here in the final. He surfed great, too, but Houshmand 2-0 against his mentor, Griffin.
And they bring out the best in each other, I
Truly do. Truly do.
I like that, you know, that competitive San Clemente competition and what they bring to the game. That was so good.
It's necessary, too. It's elevating the sport every single time they paddle out.
Yeah, well, it's time to make it official. And for that, we're going to throw it down to our official awards presentation with Rachel Apollonio and Joe Turpel. Take it away, Joe.
Thank you so much, Kaipo. Muito obrigado, galera. Hi, everybody. Tamo junto. Thanks for coming down. What a special day in competition. This is the official award ceremony for the 2025 VIVO Rio Pro, presented by Corona Cero. It's the 9th stop of the World Surf League Championship Tour, and really impactful for the world title race this season. Honestly, there's no energy anywhere in the world like Brazil. You guys are simply the best. Thank you for being such incredible fans, celebrating with us from start to finish each and every year. You guys are absolutely incredible. Big crowds, air show that we got to see from the sky by the Brazilian Navy, also the air show by Escadilla CEU, and all the incredible surfing from our athletes. It makes this a true festival of our sport and the biggest in the world. It'll go down in history that way. We want to thank all the regional sponsors, the city of Saquarema, and of course Rio de Janeiro state government. I'd like also to thank Ivan, and all the local team here from WSL, doing such a great job hosting us once again. Outstanding efforts for all of you to give it to you guys, the fans, to the greatest sport in the world. Thank you so much. Muito obrigado.
Boa tarde, Saquarema. Muito obrigada pela presença de todos. Sejam muito bem-vindos à cerimônia de premiação do VIVO Rio Pro 2025, apresentado por Corona Cero, a 9ª etapa no Championship Tour da WSL de 2025. Estamos de volta ao Brasil, em frente a essa multidão e uma energia incomparável. E, honestamente, vocês já sabem, porque a gente sempre fala isso, mas vocês são os melhores fãs do mundo. Tivemos performances incríveis, aéreos impressionantes, praias lotadas, o inédito festival Sun, Sound and Soul, sobrevoos de caças apresentados pela Marinha do Brasil, show aéreo da Esquadrilha Céu e um surf espetacular dos nossos atletas. Esse evento entrou para a história como o maior VIVO Rio Pro de todos os tempos. Agradecimentos especiais a todos os patrocinadores regionais, à Prefeitura de Saquarema, ao governo do estado do Rio de Janeiro e também, claro, ao Ivan e à equipe WSL Latinoamérica pelo trabalho excepcional, e um agradecimento ainda mais especial a todos vocês, os melhores fãs do mundo.
All right, big thanks to our partners, our title sponsor, VIVO, our presenting sponsor, Corona Cero, all of our event partners from VIVO, Corona Cero, Red Bull, Banco do Brasil, Secretaria de Sport, of Laser of Estado de Rio de Janeiro, Prefeitura de Saquarema, Natura Kayak, Maiterra, Riachuelo, Probiotica, Dr. Peanut, Yeti, EY, True Surf, Surfline, with additional support from Galileo International Airport, Mormai E-Motors, official media partners, Globo Group, and InterTV. Valeu, muito obrigado.
O VIVO Rio Pro, apresentado por Corona Cero, conta orgulhosamente com o apoio da VIVO, Corona Cero, Red Bull, Banco do Brasil, Secretaria de Esporte e Lazer do Rio de Janeiro, Prefeitura de Saquarema, Natura Kayak, Mãe Terra, Riachuelo, Probiótica, Dr. Peanut, Yeti, EY, Apple Watch, True Surf e Surfline, além do apoio adicional do Aeroporto Internacional do Galeão e da Mormai Motors, com os parceiros oficiais de mídia Grupo Globo e InterTV.
We've got some great people up here on stage. This one guy's been around pro surfing longer than anybody, and he's been doing such a great job. Let's hear it for VP of Tours and Competition, Renato Hickel. Thank you so much. Our president, once again, WSL Latin America, Ivan Martinho. Thank you so much for all of you do for professional surfing. Let's hear it for Ivan. Also, the mayor of Saquarema, Lucimar Vidal. Obrigado. Thanks for having us. I love this place. We all do. Also, Marcel Santiago, representing Rio de Janeiro, Secretary of Sports and Leisure. Thanks for being a part of one of our favorite events on the calendar.
E para ajudar a gente com a entrega dos troféus hoje, a gente conta com a presença deles. Vice-presidente de Tours e Competições, Renato Hickel. Presidente da WSL Latina, Ivan Martinho. Prefeita de Saquarema, Lucimar Vidal. E também secretário de Esporte e Lazer do Estado do Rio de Janeiro, Marcel Santiago. Muito obrigada.
Now it's time to celebrate our finalists and our champions of this event as we start with this young lady that represents all of you in Brazil. She went all the way to the final. Let's hear it for your runner-up of the 2025 VIVO Rio Pro. Let's hear it for Luana Silva. Yeah, Lulu. Yeah, Lulu, put that trophy up real quick. It's really good. Luana, it's been a special year seeing you find form. Now, not just one final, now 2 finals, but this one representing Brazil. How special was that?
English?
Let's start English and we'll switch to Portuguese.
Yeah, it's been an amazing year, special week here in Brazil. My whole family came out to support me. Even my auntie came out all the way from South Brazil. It's super special to see her. It's been a while. I can't thank everyone enough on the beach, too. It's been an incredible week. The support has been amazing, and that's what kept me going.
When I saw you get through, this could be in Portuguese, when I saw you get through your heat before the final, your semifinal, you had a crowd of people running with you, and there was a camera shot on you. You couldn't stop smiling. What did that feel like, and then what did this feel like for you, making the final for Brazil?
Sem palavras, galera. Tô muito feliz. Eu queria muito vencer para vocês, mas infelizmente corrigi muitos erros, mas ano que vem é nós. E eu agradeço todos vocês pela torcida, pelo carinho, pelo amor e vamos nessa, o ano não acabou ainda, tem mais 2 etapas para ir.
Parabéns, Lulu. Congratulations, Luana Silva. Doing a great job. Making the final now for the 2nd time this season. Now, your runner-up in the final. This guy has now been on a roll in 2 finals this year, making a comeback in the back half of the tour. Let's hear it for your runner-up of the VIVO Rio Pro, presented by Cero, Griffin Colapinto. Griff on such a roll, finding the magic, taking it 1 laugh at a time. Congratulations, Griff. You find yourself again with another final with your good friend Cole Houshmand. You guys did that last year. You got to do it again in front of this crowd. What's that like?
Oh, it's incredible, insane. I mean, best crowd in the world, so we're living the dream. Amor Brazil.
Also, so many great things on finals day. Your backhand was lights out. You got a heat with your good friend, longtime rival, Ethan Ewing. What are you the most proud of, though, looking through what's been a great week in Brazil?
I think just trusting life, and just, not getting too stressed out about the results and what's going to happen, and just, letting the ocean call the shots, because that's really what it comes down to at the end of the day. We don't really know what's going to come and how it's all going to unfold. So, you just do your best to show up every day, be the best person you can, and let the rest unfold on its own.
Well done, Griffin. Enjoy the moment and safe travels on the way to Jeffreys Bay.
All right, thank you, and congratulations to one of my best friends, Cole Houshmand, taking the win.
Woo. Let's go. Let's hear it for Griff.
Ele acabou de falar que realmente essa multidão é diferente. Ele está muito feliz de ficar com essa 2ª colocação aqui no Brasil e falou pra gente que ele está tentando não se preocupar tanto com os resultados finais e sim com o processo de ser o melhor que ele pode a cada dia. E está muito feliz também que quem ganhou foi o amigo dele, o Cole Houshmand.
Obrigado, Rachel. Tamo junto. Coming up next, your champion and now new world #1, taking out the VIVO Rio Pro, presented by Cero. Let's hear it for Molly Picklum. Molly came into this event #3 in the world. Now she's world #1. Holding up that trophy, her first win of 2025. Molly finding the most consistency out of anybody else on tour. making her first final in her career in Brazil and winning it over Luana Silva. Molly, from when we watched the title race, we're kind of commenting how things might feel. Going, yeah, Molly's probably pretty good, making finals, being consistent, but there was an extra fire. Coming up runner-up in finals is not enough for you, and taking that win today, it was clear when I saw you screaming on the chair up the beach. That had to feel amazing.
Yeah, you know better than anyone, Joe. We work so hard, and all year round, it's such a long year, and to get second a few times the second time would really hurt. So, yeah, third time lucky, they say.
A final in Brazil. You've been in a lot. I think that was your 8th final in your career. How does it compare to everywhere else you performed in when the event's on the line?
Yeah, I mean, here in Brazil, I absolutely love it. Estou numa dona de estar aqui. Obrigada pela energia.
That was awesome. Beautiful words. They love you here, Molly. You're back to world #1 wearing yellow. I mean, this title race feels a lot different from the others. What's your take on everyone that's been pushing you this season heading into Jeffreys Bay?
Yeah, definitely. I've had early success in the years previous, and now to be getting it towards the end is definitely different for me, and I'm enjoying it, enjoying the moment. And also, big thank you to the TVB house. They look after me here. Sophie, I have a lot of good Brazilian friends and feel the love here, and Fletchy for coming along, and yeah, just honestly, all my friends and family, my loved ones, it means the world to me, and to get these wins don't come easy these days. The women are so good, and yeah, I'm so grateful.
I think Lulu gave you the first cheer, splashing some celebratory water at you. That looked fun.
Yeah, Luana's a good friend of mine, and she absolutely shreds, and this year she's pushed me a lot. She's been a real fighter, and I knew I wasn't safe with that 8 and the 6, but I'm so happy to have gotten it.
Well done, Molly. Congratulations. Enjoy every bit of this.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Muito obrigada.
Molly Picklum, your champion and world #1, heading into Jeffreys Bay, and she's finaled there in the past, so look out, world. Coming up next, do you want to quickly relay what we said
Vou
there,
traduzir
Rachel?
rapidinho para vocês. Ela falou que está muito feliz de ganhar aqui no Brasil, que ela sente o carinho. Aliás, vocês gostam muito, né, da Molly, do Griffin, de alguns gringos, então ela sente muito esse carinho. E deixou claro que não é uma jornada fácil, então essas vitórias são muito especiais. Ela está muito feliz que ela tem vários amigos aqui no Brasil e agradeceu o pessoal. Parabéns, Molly.
Valeu, obrigado. One surfer left to go. It's your champion, now taking his 2nd CT event title, his first in Brazil. Your champion of the VIVO Rio Pro, presented by Cero. Let's hear it for Cole Houshmand. Rookie on tour last year. Winning at Bells Beach. Now winning in Brazil. Congratulations, Cole. Man, this one feels even more special. It just gets better and better, doesn't it, with your life on tour?
Yeah, just, you know, you never know what's going to happen, and frick, it just gets better and better. You said it. And no, honestly, I'm speechless, but I'm just trying to enjoy the life, like Griff said, and to share another final with Griffin is like the dream. Honestly, I've had 2 finals on tour, and both have been with Griffin. So, yeah, I'm just trying to take it in. I'm pretty speechless, honestly.
It seems like Griff brings out the best in you. I mean, you opened up in the 9s. Does it feel really comfortable knowing that you guys could just be at T Street together as little kids dreaming of being here? Does that give you some comfort to bring out your best against Griff?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy. Honestly, I was like, all right, I'm in the final. I got nothing to really lose, so I'm just going to go for it. And the waves came to me. I mean, the 9 was like the all-world wave, so I just had to surf it. And, yeah, before the final, we were kind of just sitting in the channel with like 6-7 minutes to go, and we were just laughing. We're like, it doesn't even feel like we're in the final. We're just like hanging out, expressing session, like, you know, I mean, just try to enjoy it all. You know, as much as we're competing, like, this is life and this is what it's all about. So enjoy all these moments, and just, yeah. Thank you, Brazil, too. I fucking love this place.
Congratulations, Cole. That was a special final. You deserve every bit of this. Best travels, best of luck in Jeffreys Bay. Enjoy this, man.
Thank you, guys, and thanks to everyone at home that's watching and tuning in, my family, and everyone else that I consider family who supports me from day one. So I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow if I make my flight.
Let's hear it for Cole Houshmand. Let's give him an escort to the airport. We'll give it to Rachel real quick.
Parabéns, Cole. Bom, basicamente ele disse que essa final foi muito especial, até porque, caso vocês não saibam, ele e o Griffin são muito, muito amigos, então ele tá sem palavras até. Ele falou que estava alguns minutos antes de começar a bateria, eles estavam se olhando e rindo, que ele nem acreditava que estava na final com ele. E também que ele ama muito o Brasil, ama muito a energia do Brasil e está muito, muito feliz.
Thank you so much, everybody. Muito obrigado. Thank you so much, everyone in Saquarema. We'll continue on with the Corona Cero post show. We'll keep the party going here and send it back to Caito Guerrero. Thank you so much. Valeu.
Yeah, the party's going to get going here in Saquarema today. Congratulations to Cole Houshmand as well as Molly Picklum. Wow. You know, Jesse, this was not a sprint. This was a marathon. We went all the way to the last day of the event window for 3 days of competition.
I mean, I feel like that's been the name of the game. Like, I feel like we had like 6 events out of whatever we had so far that has been going to the last. But obviously today was the greatest call we could think about it. The waves were firing, like you mentioned, some of the best waves you've seen here in Saquarema, and it was super fun to watch.
And it was tricky because we actually walked away from waves yesterday, and there was a bit of concern for me, like, oh no, you know, we're walking away from waves. But it came through. Great job from our tours and comps and everybody making the call, and great job by Cole Houshmand and Molly Picklum. Mitchell, we got a new world #1 on the rankings in the way of Molly Picklum right now.
Yeah, it's amazing for her, and we talk about her consistency throughout the year so far. First win in 2025, which is amazing. First win outside of Hawaii as well, but her road to the final was not easy at all.
Not easy at all. She had to overcome a very dangerous wild card. And I want to see more of Arena Rodriguez.
Yeah, so do I. I think she has the potential to qualify for Tour later on this year throughout the Challenger Series. But remember, previous to this day, she was the last heat that we ran. So she had to wait a long time to be able to surf her semifinal this morning against Erin Brooks.
Yeah, that was all one-sided affair. Let's take a look at the road to the final for Molly Picklum and the win here, Jesse.
Well, but that definitely didn't rattle her, Mitch, because she looked very composed. Obviously, this is the previous day that you're mentioning about. You can see the different conditions that she had to kind of squeeze through right there. Very tough for her to get those verticals hits and be that critical in such a tough conditions. On the shore, that last turn right there, she was very close to the shore.
Yeah, the bouncy house in that in head heat. And then today, clean. Like I said, this was one-sided in the semifinals up against Erin Brooks.
And she just demonstrated how capable she is of delivering once and over again. And when it comes to consistency, obviously we all know that she's capable of winning. But here in Brazil, it changes so often, and especially throughout today, we saw 4 different kinds of waves throughout the day. It picked up Kaipo, and especially with that low tide, it got difficult throughout the finals.
Yeah, and speaking of the finals, Molly had to come up against the local favorite in Luana Silva, but Pickles, she already had her eyes on the prize.
She was so solid all day long. You can count on your fingers how many times she actually committed mistakes. So she really deserved the win today. With turns like this, how composed she looked and sure-footed she looked on top of the board, I expected her to win.
Yeah, she was looking like the favorite the whole way through as far as just composure and putting together and organizing a heat.
Yeah.
Great surfing, great strategy.
Organization is a great point right there, though, Kaipo, because it was disorganized a lot of times out there here in Saquarema, but props to her. She adjusted on the fly. She was able to compose herself and handle the pressure, and very well done. First time ever she's actually made it outside of the quarterfinals right here, and she did it with a victory, Kaipo.
Look at that, 8.17 in the final, Jesse.
Yeah, that's impressive. She dominated from the get-go, the first 6.83 right off the bat, and then just kept capitalizing all the way up to the 8.17.
Yeah, saw the opportunity and took it when the cards were laid out for her on day #1 of the event. And oh, what a feeling when you raise that trophy over your head.
And what a beautiful trophy, too. Seems like those things are quite a bit heavy, though.
Yeah, they're glass. They're all individual pieces of glass. So yeah, they are heavy. But that's everybody wanted them. Only two people got them. But what an event that we've had. Stop #9 on the championship tour has just been a festival of surfing and a festival of fandom and life. Let's take a look at our men's rankings after stop #5. Jordy Smith still on top.
Let's just mention the importance of Griffin taking the win on this event. If you would have taken the win, over 2,000 points, and he would have probably been in the top 5 right now. So, yeah, every heat counts.
Hey, for a guy who was worried about making the cut, Griffin Colapinto, in the beginning of this year, he was way down on the rankings. Look at him right now. He's been climbing every single event up that ladder.
Yeah, no, but top 5 still. Jordy, Yago still very much in prime position right here. As you mentioned, Griffin up to number 6. And I would think that Cole Houshmand's got to be pretty close to the top 10, right, Kipes?
Yeah, I think he's sitting in number 12 right now. Let's take a look at our women's ranking. Molly Picklum's on top. She's going to be wearing yellow, Jesse, at J-Bay.
I mean, once again, right there on the cut line, Caroline Marks just, close that gap against Isabella Nichols, and now it's going to be a fun battle in between, obviously, 4th place into whatever, 6th place or even 8th, 7th place from Tyler Wright, because they're all pretty tight.
Yeah, pretty tight. Caroline Marks just barely behind Isabella Nichols, so that's going to be a battle there.
And also Betty Lou. Betty Lou's only like less than 100 points in front of Isabella Nichols.
There's no separation there whatsoever. Look at the top 3, though. 53, 48, 47. They are miles ahead from everybody else.
They're miles ahead.
Well, that's where we are with the rankings right now, but we got more rankings also to go over. I mean, the Vista CT Shaper rankings, but it's a done deal. I think. I don't think there's.
Stop the bleeding already.
It's a battle for second place, because take a look at where the folks from Mayhem and Lost Star and how many numbers they have accumulated. They had the entirety of the men's final at this event.
They've been doing that, I feel like, all year long.
Wow. Yes, it's true. It's a race for second between Sharp Eye, DHD, and Channel Islands.
It's not even funny anymore. 260,490. Second place, 148.55.
And just to think that Jordy Smith's also riding some of their boards as well, so that could add up.
So today's his counted because it was the last board he rode. So
was it
that goes to Mayhem? Yeah.
Okay,
wow.
There you go. Adding points.
Even more.
Shout out to JS though. First time ever in the 3 years that we've had it. They're in the top 5. Channel Islands still trying to make a push, but DHD slowly making a comeback. They're looking to be runner-up this year, Kaipo.
Yeah. I love the battle, and I love just the pit crew that show up at every single one of these events to support their surfers. So that is the Shaper rankings, with just 2 more events to go before we eventually officially crown Lost the champ.
I hope my board's ready when I get home too.
I hope so too. Well, now it's time to, Mitchell, feel the power of freshness for the Natura Kayak wave of the day. Let's take a look at it. Guess what? Guess who it could be? It's the big guy, Hammers, Powerhouse. Yeah, that's right. I'm talking about Cole Houshmand for this wave of the day. 9.4, Jesse.
This is the best combination. We've probably seen it all event long. Beautiful crack. Second one, just as powerful as it gets, but with so much control off the tail, and finish off strong with a nice tail release.
So crazy to me that a guy that big can move with that much speed, and especially use that speed to his advantage at a beach break that is just moving down the line so quickly. Kaipo, 9.4, he saved the very best for last.
Yeah, he did. That was excellent surfing all over. Well, we're going to take a break right now on the Corona Cero Post Show. When we come back, we're going to talk about our top 5 moments from Dr. Peanut and a preview of stop number 10 over at Jeffreys Bay when we return to the Corona Cero Post Show. There you go, Corona Cero Post Show. Welcome back, and a little preview of stop number 10 on the championship tour. We're talking about J-Bay, Mitchell, Yellow, Jordy, J-Bay, home break. What do we think?
Oh, well, he's definitely the guy to beat out there. He's one of the few people ever that have scored 20 points in a heat. He's done it at home before, and former 2-time champion right there, especially leading the rankings. I'd watch out if I were anybody else.
I mean, you got to expect the big guy to do some damage out there. Knows that wave better than anyone.
Yeah, and Molly Picklum, now in yellow, looking to break away at J-Bay. If she gets a good result there, she's definitely going to solidify her spot in that final 5.
I mean, obviously, mathematically speaking, she still has chances to maybe not qualify, but realistically speaking, like, she looks very solid right now, and she's good in both events, J-Bay and Teahupo. So, yeah, I expect her to be in the top 5.
Yeah, I think she's just getting into gear right now. I feel like Molly Picklum is just going to put in a good performance at these last 2 events before we decide upon our final 5. Speaking of final 5 and speaking of top 5, ring, ring, it's time to call the doctor. You know who that is? Dr. Peanut, with your prescription for nutrition with our Dr. Peanut top 5 moments. That's right, some surf stars, you know they got bars. They don't need no guitars. Check out the Griff rap.
So what a thrill. Who's gonna be killing on these waves? Idolo's out there flipping around. Cotty's going to town. What are you gonna say? Saquarema town. Hey, don't turn that frown. Or no, turn that frown upside down, because we're in Sac Town. Hey.
That was so good.
Some of the top scores that we saw here at Saquarema. Those are 8.17, Mitchell,
Molly's
for Molly
gonna try to
Picklum.
Yeah,
this
just
one
incredible
away.
that she was able to do it in the final as well against Luana Silva. First time ever she's done better than a quarterfinal finish right here in Saquarema, and did it to obtain her first victory right here in Rio.
Griff, he went big in this heat right here, Jesse.
I mean, that was massive. Look how tall that wave is in size. Tallest wave we've seen it of this event, and just airdrops off the sky. Somehow absorbs it, keeps himself low the whole time to regroup, and kind of patient, you know, like trying to not move so much so he can get out in front of the water.
Oh my Yago, this was an 8.67, Mitchell.
Yeah, and just, I mean, look at how good the conditions were the other day. Picture perfect technique right there when it comes to reading the barrel. Great line that he took, and of course, if somebody's going to find a barrel out here in Sacktown, it's going to be a former champion like Yago.
A 9.33, Jesse, for Bravo.
I mean, he was asking for 10s. I agree with him. That was massive. Look how high off the skies landed. Kind of halfway through, not totally in the flats, which it makes it very tricky. It's so sketchy. You can't really see what he's doing. A lot of water in your face, and he's just like, hey, I'm ready for a 10.
Yeah, he is. Cole Houshmand, the big guy, drops a 9.4 in the final.
Yeah, the highest wave of the event right here in the final. And not only was Houshi looking comfortable, he looked like he was having a good amount of fun out there too, Kaipo. 3 different maneuvers, and of course with a lot of speed, power, and flow, Houshi taking out the dub.
Loving this top 5. Number 3, it's Brazil's sweetheart, Luana Silva, another finals appearance, Jesse.
I mean, she's awesome. The smile she carries and the grace that she rolls through the waves, and just look at the extension of that closeout turn right there, taking down Caitlin Simmers, Tyler Wright, and Caroline Marks. That's very impressive.
Finally getting to a point of her surfing which she's not only confident, it just seems like she's truly enjoying the process at the moment now. This year's current World Junior Champion, Kaipo, now 2-time runner-up at events here in 2025 at the CT level.
Yeah, I love the style. I love what I was seeing from Luana. I love how composed she was through all of these rounds. Like we said, this was a marathon, not a sprint. Great performance by the young Brazilian surfer.
Look at that smile.
Number 2, the big man, 2 years on the championship tour, 2 CT wins. Cole Houshmand's our men's champ here at the VIVO Rio Pro.
Not only did he decisively win the final, but most importantly, he proved that he can win multiple events on the championship tour as well, in very different conditions too, Kaipo. He's made it to the semifinal several times this year, coming off of an excellent performance at home at Lowers, but today he becomes a champion in Brazil for the first time.
Love the emotion, love the surfing, and love the power, Jesse.
I mean, the power with the progression as well. Look at the extension of this turn, but also the criticalness. So radical from Cole Houshmand.
Rad-a-cal is right. Houshi for the win over his good friend Griffin Colapinto. Love that Red Bull jet ski parade. Best feeling in the world, in the surf world for sure.
Somebody had their Dr. Peanut today, I can guarantee you that.
Heat it up. Number 1, our women's champ, Molly Picklum.
She was definitely the most composed out there today. She was not barely committing any mistakes, and you can see translated to her surfing, just solid off very critical sections, going through the lump as good as you could, keeping the rail clean, and smart decisions for her gave her the win.
The start in the final, though, 6.83 with the one turn going left, literally seconds into the final, Kaipo, but then backs it up with her best score, 8.17 on this one. She's deserving to be a champion right here in Sacktown.
Yeah, saw the opportunity, took advantage of it, had the claws out the whole time. Oh man, so much to go over here at the Corona Cero post show. And Molly Picklum takes the yellow jersey over to stop number 10 on the championship tour over at J-Bay. And speaking of stop number 10, that's going to be coming up July 11th. Starts the waiting period for stop number 10 over at J-Bay. Tune into worldsurfleague.com for all of the updates. And let's enjoy a Corona Cero, gentlemen. Thank you so much for
It's
everything.
time.
It's time.
Oh, it's party time. Look
it's
at
party
it.
time.
Welcome to the VIVO Rio Pro, presented by Corona Cero. We take a look of an overview of Itaúna Beach. Fans down here into the thousands.
4, 3, 2, 1. We're on, guys.
You see Aaron Brooks, fun laugh, just a freestyle with her speed. And the young rookie takes the first victory of the event.
And you've got superstars like this, Tatiana West and Webb. Great opening turn to start.
Wild card.
Coming back, whatever she did is working. She's ripping.
Brazil is my home. Brazilian fans are amazing.
The vibe here is second to none. The defending event champion, good wall there. He goes upside down. Lightning in a bottle.
Current world number 1 going up against Cole Houshmand. Powerhouse does it with an 8-point ride. Shocking for Jody Smith.
Arena Rodriguez carrying the Peruvian flag. We've just seen world number 1 knocked out of the event in the elimination round, and Arena Rodriguez will compete in the quarterfinal.
Bon dia, surf fan. June 26th. Saquarema going off today. Local wildcard going up against world number 1. This is a great sign of things to come.
Oh, wow.
Matching power for power. Klausner, he gets a section and goes absolutely ballistic. Talk about a kid who wants it. World number 1 survives. Yago Dora stalling, finds the barrel, pumping through. Nice clean exit, Yago Dora. 8.67, near perfection.
Felipe Toledo taking on Miguel Pupo. Felipe late under the lip, but somehow stomps that big turn there for Miguel. Great timing on both.
That was an emotional finish there for Miguel.
The decision for Miguel Pupo, eliminating the favorite.
Well, let's turn it on. It's Griffin Colapinto versus Italo Ferreira. You can feel the energy coming off the sand. Crosby goes upside down. That was incredible. Asking for the 10. The crowd wants the 10. Have you ever seen a surfer run into the crowd with 21 minutes left?
This guy's a madman.
Open face hook to start for Luana. She's got the rhythm. And Lulu will officially close this one out. Brazil is happy with moving on to finals day.
Surf fans, the day has come. Finals day.
Quarterfinals getting started. Miguel Pupo taking on Yago Dora. Lighting up big sections on the backhand.
Beautiful two-turn combo for Miguel.
Miguel Pupo, he's into the semifinals, taking out one of the best.
Crowd fired up. Puts the pedal to the metal, finds the ramp, and yes, he does ride out clean.
Smokes.
Griffin Colapinto has taken out the top dog, world number 1. This event has proved to be a wild one. The coil, the windup, the speed, the ramp. Of course he rides out of it.
Nathan on the answer back.
Power gets the edge.
The women's final starting now. Luana Silva taking on Molly Picklum. First wave goes to the Australian Molly Picklum. Driving into this section. Backhand is solid. It will be Molly Picklum taking out the VIVO Rio Pro. First win of 2025. Men's final, all San Clemente. Cole Houshmand, Griffin Colapinto. 6'3", 225, connects with the lip. Number 91 blows the back out. Colapinto, a double overhead section, and tagging it, a huge backhand hanger. Colapinto gets it.
Wow, dude, what a final we have on our hands.
3, 2, 1.
Cole Houshmand takes out the VIVO Rio Pro, presented by Cero. This copyrighted event broadcast is produced by the World Surf League for broadcast around the world and may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the written consent of the World Surf League.